right, welcome back to Persona 5, and morning, Joker. Ah, see, you're already starting to sleep in the middle of the day. Okay, so, well, after the last part of very tense beginning, I mean, what can we say about last part? I mean, it was pretty tense. Joker was in an interrogation room, and now he's on a train. I mean, weird. So this is actually where Joker is starting to come over to where he's going to be staying for the next year, because that's the thing about the Persona series. It always starts with the character on a train moving to a new area for some reason or another. Persona 3 was because he is a straight up orphan. Uh, I will get into that when Persona 3 comes around. Persona 4 is because Yu's parents is are very busy people and they have to leave the country all the time, so Yu was forced to move with his uncle. And Joker has a straight up criminal record now. Joker was Joker was sued for an assault case and forced to move here for probation. So tell me, which one of the three got screwed over the most? Okay, actually, it's a tie. It is honestly a tie between Makoto and. Okay, well, dead parents is one thing, and then there's false accusations of something like that. So I'd say Makoto got the worst of it. Ooh, an odd app. Yes, Joker, tapping on it will help.
That's what's cool.
How do you know that's not going to just kill you upon tapping? And, oh. Oh my god. Joker, he can stop time at will. He will use this power responsibly, right? Hmm? Okay then, that was an experience that I wasn't expecting. I mean, first day in a new city and all you see is a giant version of you flaming and grinning like that. Oh yeah, good instinct. Delete it. Just delete it. Don't even think about it. So yeah, Joker's moving into a new area because someone named Sojiro Sakura is going to start taking care of him for a year. Because he got falsely accused of a criminal act. So, you know, he's forced to move here. Well, I'm pretty sure he wasn't forced to. I'm pretty sure he got an ultimatum saying if you don't move here, you're going to jail. So, yeah. This part will be very story heavy. There won't be much gameplay. In fact, that's actually what I'm going to be saying for a few parts right now. At least if you watch the original playthrough, parts got to an hour long. So I'm trying my best this time around to keep it to at least 30 minutes. There might be a few exceptions, mind you, but probably like the end of the game and maybe a couple other things. So that will really be so. Don't worry, parts will not be that long. In fact, this actually will be what's taking place right after Arkham Asylum. So, worry not, Arkham Asylum will cometh soon. Arkham Asylum is actually about to end on Valentine's Day, which is oddly appropriate. Which is oddly good for Joker, because Joker dodged a bullet. One thing you guys will notice from me, though, is that I will be referring to our protagonist here as Joker, mainly because I forgot what I named him. And also, that's just what I'm used to calling him at this point. Like, you know, I call Makoto Yuki from Persona 3 Makoto because that's, like, the only one that everyone universally agrees on. I never really hear many people agreeing on what the name of Joker's is. Everyone just calls him Joker now, and that's probably due to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash Bros. Just calls him Joker, even when he's wearing his Shujin Academy gear. So, I guess you could say blame Smash, but, you know, that was probably a decision on everyone's part here, so.
A public transit
Nice
bus
coffee
was
shop.
driven down an opposing lane with its customers still in it. The citizens can't live in peace if this keeps
Also, they're telling us about an incident that happened. Apparently, there have been mental shutdown incidents where people just basically, well, shut down. We'll get more information on that as the game progresses. Well, mainly because we'll know who caused it all.
Oh, right. They did say that was today.
How did you forget that something like that? Yeah, that's the guy who's gonna be. This is the guy who's gonna be taking care of us for, well, taking care of in very light quotes here. Sojiro just does not care about you at the beginning of the game. Once you start getting his confidant up, trust me, he gets much better. In fact, he's actually one of my favorite characters in the game because of his confidant. Or social link, whatever you want to call it these days. It's called confidant in this game, but in the other games it's called social link.
4 hours for just a single cup of Joe. So, you're the guy.
I just love the way they incorporate his name into the
I'm Sojiro
to the dialogue. They just say, "So you're the guy," and that's a good way of making sure of, you know, I mean, it's better than nothing at all. So it's better than just saying, "So you're."
Well, not that
But I just like want a game that one day, just out of nowhere, just like whenever they say your name in a cutscene or something, they could have like a computer generated voice for it. It's like, "So you're Akira Amamiya," and then just continues like nothing happened. Like that, or just like someone screams out your name. It's kind of like those bad anime dubs for like Sonic X and crap. It's just like, he's like, they don't speak English like we do.
I got the gist of your situation. You protected some woman from a man forcing himself on her. He got injured, then sued you, right? That's what you get for sticking your nose in a matter between two adults. You did injure him, yeah? And now that you've got a criminal record, you were expelled from your high school. The courts ordered you to transfer and move out here, which your parents also approved.
You know, now that I think about it, do we ever get an establishment of where Joker is from?
It's best you not talk about anything unnecessary.
Like, Sojiro calls him Country Boy later, but I don't really think Joker is from a small town. I feel like he's from somewhere else. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I actually would like to know where Joker is from, honestly. Maybe Scramble will give us something on that, because I'm actually,
the school you'll be attending.
aren't you wearing the uniform right now, Joker? You're wearing that. It's okay. I mean, whatever. Oh my god, I just realized something. We went from Joker being the main villain of a game to Joker being the protagonist of a game. See, guys, it's all connected. I will start the TGG cinematic universe very soon. Wonder how I'm gonna do Fire Emblem Three Houses now. I mean, I guess I could do Tokyo Mirage Sessions right after this, since it's a giant Shin Megami Tensei crossover, and there is a Joker skin in the new port to Switch. I do actually have the Switch port. I haven't played much of it. I finished up the prologue, and as a Fire Emblem fan / SMT fan, it's fine. It's not terrible. It's not like the best game I've played in a while. I just really don't like its style, I guess you could say. It shows a lot of, mainly towards the Fire Emblem characters. What happened to them? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they'll explain it to me later, because I didn't play the Wii U version at all. I didn't even know what it was until Super Smash Bros., oddly enough. But like the Chrom, like what in the world happened to him? Like what's the deal with his design? And I'm pretty sure I'll get an answer to that when I keep playing through the game. But like, you know, Chrom is basically the Fire Emblem characters are glorified personas, or just demons in general. And it's weird to explain, honestly. But like, for some reason, Tiki is an idol or something like that. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on in that game. But you know, that's a discussion for another time. Can I spoil this? I'm gonna spoil it. We're gonna actually see that guy later on in the game. He's not gonna have any sort of scar in the place of his wound, because I'm pretty sure it was on his head. And we are gonna see that guy later on in the story. He doesn't have any sort of scar. So, like, am I the only one now who's convinced that what he did is he just had a packet of ketchup in his pocket, and while he was falling over, he took it out, splattered it on his face, and just, like, hid the packet? It just like, continued it on there. That is now my canon for Persona 5. Joker got sued because the guy had a packet of ketchup in his pocket and decided to use it. Can we also get just like an alternate ending where Joker just kind of just like walks away? Just like forget everything happened, and then this game would just basically not be canon. So Joker right now is having a memory within a memory. So cue the Inception theme, I guess. I mean, yeah, Inception.
Someone called the cops, huh? Get in the car. Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country. What are you looking at? Get out of my face.
He's not in your face. He's not even anywhere near you.
Get lost, kid. See? This is all because you're so damn slow. Get in the car.
What is with Joker's hair? Is there wind in there? I would assume not, but it looked like it was just like his own hair was breathing for a second. Delete. Huh? No, God, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where any of this is going. Look, I don't like jail. Yeah, the jailbait twins. Okay, no, that ball had to be dragged a little bit there. I saw that.
Trickster, welcome to my velvet room.
Why doesn't his teeth move? Or his mouth? It's just his lips were the only thing moving. How is that even possible?
Come to, inmate.
Yep, ladies and gentlemen, this is our version of the Velvet Room. Persona 3 got an elevator, Persona 4 got a limo, and Persona 5, you're in jail.
Welcome. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
You're really driving this home.
This place
You're in
exists
prison now.
only in
Congratulations.
reality, mind and matter.
I guess it's oddly appropriate that they used freaking jailbait twins to do that to as our Velvet Room
The master
attendants.
of this place. Remember it well.
Yep, and that is Igor, you know, our normal dude. Actually, for us Persona fans, you may have noticed a voice difference. Pretty obvious where that's going if you played this game before, or you just basically can guess just from his voice tone in general. Seriously, he doesn't move his jaw; he just moves his like lips, and it's creepy. Didn't he at least move his lips in Persona 3 and 4, or in any of the other Persona games? Like, what is this?
not, there is a means to oppose such a fate.
I will admit, I do love the look of this game. I do like the look of the Velvet Room in this game.
That is
I
your
mean,
only means
it's not much to
avoid
look at,
fate.
honestly, but still, it's like,
Do you have the resolve
it actually
to
does look
challenge
nice.
the distortion of the world?
You'd think they wouldn't put this many jail cells in here, but I guess that's a nice attention to detail. Oh, I think I get where this is going, actually. I actually now think I get this. It might be a bit of foreshadowing, but, you know, I won't get into that.
Pardon
I
me
mean,
for not introducing
forget
the
it.
others. To your right is
I won't
Caroline.
say it.
To your left
I'll say it
is
when we
Steve.
meet them.
They serve as wardens here.
Try and struggle as
But you will notice, but if you've actually played this game before, you will notice that Igor doesn't sound right, and actually, this will actually confirm it for you.
I
His
shall
name,
explain
the person who
rules
voices him, I forgot his name.
at another
The
occasion.
person who voices him isn't actually credited as Igor. He's credited
It
as
seems the
Warden.
light is waning. It is almost
So,
time. Take your
it's
time
pretty
to
obvious where
study
this is
to
going.
understand this
but,
place.
you know, it's actually a really interesting premise this time around, where they actually made the Velvet Room very plot heavy. Because usually in the Persona games, the Velvet Room was just your glorified, it was just a way of getting personas and, you know, some context on why you have these powers. But, like, after, like, the first dungeon or first part of the game, they just kind of dropped off the Velvet Room. This time around, though, the Velvet Room is actually very important, and I really do like that this time around. And it's a nice change of pace. Me? You gonna press the button? There you go. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna be honest here, if I accidentally skip dialogue, sorry. There are times where I just, especially towards later in the game where I think I'm doing a test playthrough, that will actually just be my fault. I kind of just, like, when I'm playing an RPG like this and I'm not commentating over it for post-commentary, I sometimes forget that I'm doing it for a Let's Play. So, I will admit, if I do skip dialogue, I wholeheartedly apologize. The only time I won't apologize, really, is for texts. I am just going to skip through that, honestly, because those chains get pretty long. I mean, I won't go too fast. Like, I'll go fast in terms of, like, you could still read it.
Do me a
But I
favor.
do try to make it a habit to where you can still
Don't
read
get
it.
me
And during
wrong. I
the
don't care what happens to you.
voice,
Don't cause me any trouble.
voiced sections, I don't touch it at all and let it advance on its own, because I guess I'm like
To
one of two
reiterate,
people who
just so
use
we're clear,
auto
You
advance.
will immediately be expelled if you
because,
cause any problems. Honestly,
You know,
I hesitated
it just
on
flows better to
proceeding
me.
so
I like
far,
it better when it flows.
but there
I just
were
hate it when,
some
like,
circumstances.
that's like one thing I've never
You might
liked
have
in
done a
games,
variety
where
of
it's like
things
they don't
that
have an
made it your
auto
hometown,
advance, and once you get to
but you will
the end of the
redeem
dialogue
yourself here.
chain, they just
If
sit
you
there
are
for,
thrown
they
out
could just
from
sit
our
there for an
school, there will be
undetermined amount of
no place
time,
for
just
you
like
to go.
staring at you. Like,
Keep that in mind. This is the teacher in charge of your class.
obviously you couldn't see what I was doing, but still, it's just like they just sit there so silent. Like in like real life, you know, they wouldn't do that. I mean, at least I don't think they do. Be funny if they did. Just like imagine that you.
If by chance you cause any
It's like they just stopped talking for like 3 hours straight.
That is your promise.
like, I'm just gonna
yes, Mr.
go.
Kobayakawa?
Mm-hmm. He is responsible for all his actions.
But really though, why me? There should have been better candidates.
It was a sudden transfer, and your class was the only one that had an opening.
If you're done explaining things, mind if we get going? I got a store to get back to.
Sakura-san, please keep a close eye on him. Don't let him cause any trouble outside.
Well, I'll be sure to have a serious talk about the situation he's in.
Come to the faculty office when you arrive at school tomorrow. I'll show you to your classroom.
Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I mentioned it last part, but Scramble had its demo released today, and I really just watched it. I didn't really like pay attention. I didn't really like. I don't really feel like playing it because first off, I have to have you have to have a Japanese Nintendo account to access it, and you know I don't really feel like making one right now. Like that's like the last thing I want to be doing right now.
Hey,
And then again, I just don't want to do a Japanese. I don't really like doing Japanese things in general. Like, I don't like importing Japanese games in general, especially one like Persona, because it's like, you know, I prefer the dub just so I understand what's going on. Yes, I am not a true weeb, but you know, shut up. I like being able to understand what they're saying and not have to read. And in the case of Scramble, like, I'm willing to play with Japanese voices on and English text. But, you know, if it's directly Japanese, there's not going to be any English text whatsoever, so...
I keep wishing that he'd just end up
pretty
going
obvious
to
there.
school.
Come on, Reggie, give us Mother 3. Oh, wait, Reggie's retired. Damn it. That was almost a year ago, wasn't it? Reggie retiring.
Right. The tournament's coming
Jesus
up, isn't
Christ.
it?
What? Was that a year ago, or was it 2 years ago?
Having such high expectations
No, it was a year ago.
is quite a problem in itself.
It has to be
We'll
at
have
least
to
a year
work
ago.
hard to make up for
Hold
the
on, I gotta
mistakes
look this up because
too.
it's gonna plague me.
Yes, that's true. Why'd it have to be my class?
Traffic's not moving at all. You're taking the train starting tomorrow. So, how was it? The school, I mean. Think you can manage? Do you even understand your situation? Still, you were expelled once already.
I can just look at this wiki.
To think you'd re-enroll at a different. It's not like anyone will be sympathetic with you. That's what it was like at school.
Yep, he
Might say
was
stuff about me in the future too.
he was at Nintendo from 2003 to
I
2019,
was
so
asked
last
to do
year.
it, and I just happened to agree to it. I've already been.
And he apparently is currently working at Cornell University, so
A subway has
Interesting.
derailed at Shibuya Station, greatly affecting the timetable all across the...
Oh, another accident. So that's why.
So what's going on? Oh yeah, we just visited our school, and you know, we met our teachers, or teacher and principal, and we also met one of the villains of the game. Anime cutscene. That means something important's going on. I like how that girl there, she was just sitting there calmly like nothing was happening. Yep, so this is one of our cases of mental shutdowns where they just kind of lose all control of themselves and end up doing stuff like this.
I don't have a visual yet.
Hey, no. Only Ryuji can drop those kind of words here. Actually, no, Ryuji... Does Ryuji ever say it? He gets close. Well, apparently he says it in one of the palaces during a non-voiced acted scene, so... the voice actor never says it, but Ryuji says it. Hey, shouldn't you be interrogating us right now?
It's less of an
Oh, right, this is a flashback. Wait, if this is a flashback, then how is Joker telling us about this?
Reported all of this 6 months ago. The deterioration of the tracks.
You know, that's one thing I like about this. It's like, for some reason, Joker is seeing this. Just Joker already, or is Nijima responding to it? Ah, whatever, forget it. I'm done questioning plots at this point. Oh, I'd like to understand what that says. And for some reason, she doesn't have subtitles on. No, like, literally, her subtitles are not appearing at all. Like, come on, Atlas.
Everything's linked. That's what you're thinking, correct?
Oh, yeah, it's all coming together.
Oh, well. Are you free? You and I haven't gone for a drink in a while.
Thank you, sir. But I have another meeting to attend. I must be going.
Jesus, she is lanky. Like, holy crap, she has got to be at least 7 feet tall. I'll make her get that drink with me one day.
Did you ask for me? Is it a case?
Not quite. I want your opinion on something.
Sure. Your judgment is quite often correct, though. Can we discuss this over sushi, perhaps? You are making a student work late, after all.
I was thinking pancakes. There, I said the meme. Laugh. Laugh at it. Laugh at it like a basic Persona fan. Oh, Jesus. It's like the Fire Emblem 8-player Smash meme all over again. Like, the first day Byleth came out, everyone was clamoring to be the first one to post the screenshot of 8 Fire Emblem characters all fighting at once, and it was just great. I don't remember who posted it, but someone said, like, I posted the funny. There, laugh at me. I don't know why I keep waiting. I guess it's because, like, I think it's going to be voice acted, so I just stop paying attention.
Talk about a gruesome accident. 80 people were involved. It's a diary. Make sure you write in it.
That was Persona 5, not Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Probation.
God,
There's no special limitations on what you do in
God,
particular.
I kind of forget those books
Besides
exist.
following the law, that
And then I
is.
remember there are
However,
memes about it now.
I'm obligated to report on you, which is why I'm having you record your daily activities. Hey, what's up?
I will admit, I like that hat. I just like Sojiro's outfit right now. He
I'll be
looks
there
straight
in no
pimpin'.
time. Uh-huh.
Like, he looks like he
See
goes
you
pimping
soon.
on the weekends.
Well, I'm off. I'll lock the place up. So do whatever
Just
you want
saying,
to
I mean,
do
come
for
on.
the night. Oh, but don't
I mean,
mess up the
Sojiro
store.
pimpin'.
If something goes missing, I'll hand you right over to the cops. You got school tomorrow. You better head off to bed, all right?
Alright. You know what's funny though is you can just not write in the diary for like a month, for like ever, and it's just like you could turn it in, and then at the end of the game you can give it to him, and he's just like I just like imagine he reads through it, he's like, he didn't write anything down. So now the diary is basically our glorified saving method, but you know, with that said, and oh, the phone is ringing. Well, I guess we'll have to figure out what's going on next part, because the part's ending right now and about 5 seconds. Anytime now. There we go. So the next time we meet, though, in the Persona 5, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually, I think it's another story-driven part, but I think we're actually going to see our first palace of the game and meet one of our first party members. Actually, 2 of them. So see you guys next time for Persona 5, and take care.